When I first found this book on the online library, I was actually searching to see if Dewey T. Sutherland had written a new Wings of Fire book. I was given a related author to read instead, which she had also worked on. As far as I'm aware, I'm not entirely sure how much of the Spirit Animal series is written only by Brandon Mull, or if he's the head of a group writing the books, much like the errands of the Warrior Cats series. So within the first three chapters of the book that I read, I figured that the main characters would follow the same trope most tween young adult books do in the fantasy realm. The characters would be against whom they were told were enemies, with little to no questions about whether or not they were on the right side. For a short while, it did seem like the book would take this very same route, and I was a little disappointed. I even thought about not finishing the book and returning it early, but I kept reading it in case I was wrong. Towards the end of the book, when Abiki realized she was working with possible enemies, I became excited for the story again. I thought it would be really cool to have a few characters split up over whether the Green Cloaks really were the right group to be following, or if anyone was worth listening to. Even Roland didn't want a green cloak, and I respected him for not choosing to go with everyone else, for how little information was given to each of the chosen children. He wanted to run away, and I was like, that's a good idea, but maybe not. Unfortunately, at the end of the book, the bad guys were just as they always had been. They were meant to be bad and not actually out to help their people find a cure for being chosen without drinking the nectar of Nanani. And I was kind of hoping that there would be this rise up between this secretly forgotten land, but I don't know if that's going to happen anymore. But I've only read the first book, so I'm really judging it all based on that one book. Maybe in the books following there will be a return to these people who are clearly suffering without this nectar. I'm still hoping that there will be less of a clear choice of who the good people really are and who are the bad people, instead of like, these are good people, these are bad people. It just would make it a little more interesting. So that's what I think.